Next up is course number 3, how to inspire students to own their learning. When students own their learning, you stop pulling and start partnering. The best teachers don't just teach lessons, they awaken ownership. Have you ever noticed that some students wait for you to tell them exactly what to do, while others take initiative, explore, and surprise you with creativity? The difference isn't intelligence, it's ownership. When students own their learning, they don't just complete tasks, they pursue understanding. They stop asking, will this be on the exams? And start asking, how does this matter to me? Welcome to course number 3, how to inspire students to own their learning. Research from Harvard Graduate School of Education found that classrooms emphasizing student agency see 40% higher engagement and significantly improved academic performance. Why is this possible? It's simple. Ownership shifts motivation from external rewards to internal purpose. In Takoradi, in the western region of Ghana, a teacher gave her students one project each term. Teach us something you care about. Topics ranged from mental health to robotics. Attendance in that class rose from 72% to 95%. Ownership turned learning into passion. When learning becomes personal, excellence becomes natural. So for your reflection, ask yourself, what percentage of your lessons this week gave students a choice or a voice? Write that down. Psychologists call it self-determination theory. It simply says that humans are most motivated when 3 needs are met. Autonomy, I have a say. Mastery, I'm improving. Purpose, it matters. This matters. It matters to me. If your classroom fuels these 3 needs, motivation becomes automatic. In Finland, for example, teachers rarely lecture for more than 15 minutes at a time. The rest of the time, students work in groups, solve problems, and reflect. Ownership is built into the system. Research by OECD's Education 2030 report found that 62% of high-performing students globally say they feel in charge of their learning. Learning is not something you do to students. It's something they do for themselves. Which of these 3 motivations, autonomy, mastery, purpose, do your students experience most in your class? Which one do they experience least? Think of one small change to strengthen your classroom this week. Let's turn this into practice. Here are 5 proven strategies to help your students take charge of their learning. Number 1, give choice with structure. Students thrive when they have guided freedom. Example, choose between writing a poem, creating a skit, or designing a poster to show your understanding of the subject. Different routes, same learning goal. A teacher in Kumasi offered 3 project options for her history class: debate, creative writing, or video development. The results, engagement soared, and even shy students found their voice. Choice is not chaos. It's a bridge to curiosity. Number 2, turn students into teachers. I particularly love this one. When students explain, they internalize the learning. Try Teach Back Fridays, for example. Teach Back Wednesdays, whatever works best for you. Students summarize the week's learning in pairs or groups and using multiple intelligence types. Research suggests that students who teach others retain 90% of what they learn, according to National Training Laboratories. Plan one Teach Back moment this week and tell us how that reflected in your classrooms. Number 3, reflect and set goals. Ownership grows when students can see their progress. Start each Monday with what's the one thing I'll improve this week. End Fridays with what did I do well? For example, students can track their reading speed weekly. In 6 weeks, you would experience an increase in the average reading comprehension in your class by at least 25%. Reflection turns experiences into insight, according to John Maxwell. Try it in your classroom. Number 4, make learning visible. Post class goals, track progress on charts, celebrate milestones. Students feel accountable when progress is public. A teacher used a learning wall. Each student posted one thing they mastered that week. Soon, students began helping each other reach the wall. Ask your class, what's the one skill or concept we'll all be proud to master this term? Number 5, shift from grading to guiding. When students only chase grades, they miss growth. Provide narrative feedback. Here's what you did well. Here's your next challenge. It turns evaluation into evolution. Grades measure memory. Feedback grows the mind. Ownership thrives in a culture where everyone contributes ideas. So try peer mentoring. Older students help younger ones. Classroom committees. Students manage aspects like time, cleanliness, and mood. Student-led assemblies where learning moments are shared. A teacher in Sunyani created a learning council. Each week, students suggested one change to make learning smoother. Soon, classroom management became effortless because the students managed themselves. Responsibility grows in the soil of trust. The goal of teaching is not to cover content only, but to uncover capability. Ownership is the bridge between teaching and transformation. When students own their learning, they stop waiting to be led and start leading themselves. They grow from followers of instructions to thinkers, innovators, and change makers. What's the one new way you'll give your students more voice or choice this week? Drop it in the comments below. Do like, share, subscribe. We would like to hear from you. So please do send us a message to ask@leaderfreak.org. If you have further questions or suggestions, we would like to hear from you. Also put in the comment what you tried, what your results were, and others can support you to improve upon it every week, and others may learn from you as well. We thank you for joining us for this course. We look forward to seeing you in the next course, which will be course number 4, under connection, which the topic is beyond grades, enhancing students' performance holistically.